welcome back to my channel. When you're ready, we will start at the top of our mat and we're going to go into some inchworms. As you inhale, reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, find a forward fold. Hands come down to your mat. We walk all the way up into our plank. We'll lift our hips all the way up. Walk those hands back in towards those feet. Once your hands come as close as you'd like, we roll ourselves all the way up. Inhaling as we lift. Exhale, find that forward fold. Reach towards those toes. Perfect. Whew. Warming up those arms. Warming up the body here. Getting used to going into those planks. I forgot. All right. We have one more here. All the way up and all the way back into that plank. All right, this time when you walk out into your plank, can we hold that plank here? As you inhale, we're gonna lift our hips up, finding a downward dog. As you exhale, roll into your plank. Inhale, lift the hips up, press your chest towards your thighs. Exhale, coming into that plank. Perfect. Whew. Finding some movement in those shoulders here. Nice job. Finding a stretch at the top. We have 4. Last 3. 2. 1 more. All right, we're going to start to add. As you're lifting your hips up into that downward dog, can you reach towards your opposite foot? Exhale, we reset. Inhale to the other side. Finding that little twist as you reach towards your opposite foot. Perfect. Pulling that core in. Nice long spine. Every time you find that plank, your shoulders stack onto those wrists. We're pressing through those shoulders, pulling the core in, lengthening that tailbone. Nice job, you guys are doing great. Whew. We have 3. Last 2, feel free to slow it down at any point. All right, last 1. You're gonna find that plank, lift your hips up into that downward dog. We bring our heels together. You're gonna press your hips back, keeping those heels at a little lift, like you're finding a little froggy press. As we exhale, come forward into that plank, squeeze those inner thighs together. Inhale into that little frog position. Exhale into your plank. Nice job. Whew. Pulling that core in. Make sure those knees don't tap your mat. Perfect. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Maybe you pick up the pace just a little bit. Launching yourself forward. You got this. Whew. Try not to let your hands slip. It's a little scary. Whew. We have 2 more. Whew. Last one, you're gonna find that plank, rotate your feet parallel. We're going into some knee taps. We tap the knees, we find that plank. Inhale, tap the knees. Exhale, find that plank. Pressing out of those shoulders. Nice job. Whew. All right, after our knee taps, we have a little tiny break coming into a child's pose. You got this. Finishing nice and strong. Zipping up that core, we have 30 seconds. Whew. Arms and shoulders are starting to get shaky. Last 15. Perfect. 5, 2, and 1. Lower those knees down. Knees will go wider than your hips. Big toes come together. Press those hips back. Find a child's pose here. I want you to relax that forehead all the way down to your mat. We're slowing down the breath. Nice big inhales in through the nose. Exhaling, you're flushing it all out. All right, when you are ready, we're coming back into that plank. When you come into that plank, we're gonna have our right hand in the middle of our mat. We're gonna turn to the left side, reach that left arm all the way up towards the ceiling, finding a side plank. As you exhale, you're gonna reach your hands, your left hand towards your right foot. As you inhale, we reset. Exhale, reach. Inhale, reset. Little lift of those hips. You're pressing through that right shoulder. Whew. Finishing here with our side planks for the rest of our little series. You got this. We have 15 seconds. 10, 5. All right, give me the last one. When you come back up, come into that plank, switch directly over to the other side. Right arm up to the ceiling this time. Reach towards those left toes as you exhale. Inhale, reach all the way up to the ceiling. Pressing through that left shoulder. Nice job. Woo. We're finishing nice and strong here. Nice job. We have 15 seconds. 10, 5. Whew. All right, reach one more time. When you recenter, switch to the other side. This time, your left hand's gonna come behind your head. As you exhale, can you pull your right knee and left elbow towards each other? Inhale, reset that foot, find that balance. Exhale, knee and elbow come towards each other. Inhale, reset. Squeezing those obliques, pulling that core in. You got it. Whew. Nice job. We have 10 seconds. Whew. Last 5. Whew. One more little twist. And we'll switch over to the other side. Left hand is on your mat. Your right hand comes behind your head. As you exhale, left knee, right elbow comes together. Inhale, reset. Pressing through that shoulder. Squeezing those obliques. You're finishing really strong here. You can do this. Oh man, we're powering through. We have 15 seconds left. See how many left you can do. Whew. 10, Last 5. Whew. Give me one more. Recenter. Lower those knees, press your hips back, find a child's pose. You're ready. Roll yourself all the way up. We're in a very nice, comfortable seated position. We're taking this time to focus on your breath. Slowing down our body. Maybe you start to roll the shoulders down and back. Last one here. Let's reach one arm across your chest. Pressing the shoulder down away from your ear. Roll the wrist up. As you inhale, resetting that hand. We'll switch to the opposite arm. Rolling the wrist out again. Go ahead and set those hands down. We'll take a nice big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, relaxing. Thanks for finding some movement with me. I'll see you next time on the mat.
Like and subscribe.